neurology, you gather a lot of information on electrolytes, you gather a lot of information about the spine, you gather a lot of information on neurologic system. I again submit to you all that you get good at reflexes and be able to do them across the whole body and be able to do them quickly. So it's very useful to get hammers and play with these a lot, okay? Because if you get good at them, it gives you a lot of information. So for example, I'm gonna jump topics on you. Cervical radiculopathy, if you're looking for someone with ortho, a sports, a stinger, any of those types of things, C5, C6 is a much better reflex to tell you of any other things besides an MRI if they have cervical radiculopathy. And I have lots of literature to back that. Did a course for PT.com and did a bunch of research on that, and so I found that to be true. So reflexes, reflexes, reflexes. Then also the other aspects to it then is, if you're looking at screening, getting efficient at it, because in the near future you'll be off going into rotations, and you can impress a CI when you come in and go boop, 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 boop. And you have a systematic approach to working with that individual. So I want to just reinforce that, and then what we'll do is we'll transition into NDT, and I'll show you a number of techniques that are neurofacilitation techniques that are both NDT, and then we've kind of alluded to some PNF techniques, so we'll do a few of those. We'll probably go in the lab for those, okay? And then we'll do the PowerPoint to reinforce them. So not everyone are you going to get reflexes on, but a couple of ways to tease that out is, number one, you can do the Jurasic maneuver for the lower extremity, but then for, you can also add in cognitive type of tasks in which you distract the cerebral cortex, and then that fires the reflex better. So that might be useful for you, or people like you that have reflexes that are hard to grasp. So biceps, we should be able to get brachioradialis. I like to go with brachioradialis, the muscle belly. So in that, muscle belly is there, and what you're doing is you're coming across like you're skipping a rock. Okay, there's brachioradialis. Triceps, you need the arm relaxed, and then you come right on the end. You're just looking for a little bit of a reflex there. This one's probably better to do sitting up, because you probably haven't seen this. Go ahead and sit up on that side. Shimizu reflex looks at C0 to C4, so upper cervical. What you're looking at here is you're supporting the arm, same idea of trying to get them relaxed. And then coming on the end of the spine of the scapula, out to the end, and tapping down. It's the same idea. You're right on the tip of the bone, you're coming down. So you don't want to see an elevation and abduction with that reflex. And what does it look at? C0 to C4. Nice paper looking specifically at that. Some people will do brachioradialis down here. It's usually smaller, so when you're older individuals that don't have big guns, right, it's easier to get the muscle belly to fire. Okay, back down. You okay with showing your belly?
Yeah.
Did you do any of these reflexes as well, beaver sign? Mm-hmm. Okay, so what you want to do with this one is you're looking at the abdominal, so T6 through T12 is another reflex, and it's a cutaneous reflex. So you put the knees up, you want them nice and relaxed. What you're doing, are you ticklish?
A little bit.
Okay, so what you're doing is you're looking for the umbilicus to come towards your stroke. And what you do is you do it in 4 quadrants. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Nice. So he's got a nice reflex to look at. Okay. So the umbilicus will move towards the stroke. T6 through T12. Nice little reflex to look at. You want the person relaxed. You don't want their head elevated. If their head is elevated, they're looking down at it and they're firing their rectus abdominis. So make sure that they're relaxed. Okay. And then for reflexes in the lower extremity, they're coming up here, going right through here. Didn't get that as good, huh? And so let's do one of the distraction techniques. So what you want to do is going to get them to where they look. So I want you to look up at the corner. See that corner where the room comes together, the wall?
Yeah. Right
there. Keep your eyes on that, and then from 72, count backwards by 7 out loud.
65, 50, 58.
It's all right. Pressure's on, right? Okay, so when you're looking at that, another way to do that, just to reinforce to the students, go 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, say it out loud. C0, C4, T6 to T12, just to reinforce that. And if you get in that habit of doing that now, then you're a lot better at being able to figure out what the reflexes are, and you'll remember them, and it'll show up, and you'll go boom, and you'll get that question right. 3, 4 here. You can then also reinforce 4 with tibialis anterior, so it's analogous to brachioradialis. Tibial tubercle goes right here. About a finger's width lateral to that is tibialis anterior. And so what you're doing here is you're looking for dorsiflexion. And what you'll see is just a slight twinge of it, not getting an honor. So, back up that way. We're starting with 88 this time, counting backwards by 4s. Go. Outline.
84, 80, 76, 72, 68, 64.
Didn't get that. So there's a 0. 2 plus would be normal. 0 would be absent. 1 plus would be hypo. 3 plus would be hyper. 4 would be clonus.